Good morning, everybody. Sports, a presentation of the Chuck Edwards Sportscaster Club. Getting started this week is the fall baseball and fast-pitch softball season. One of the many teams preparing for opening day are the Hydro Weekly Lady Bobcats. Head coach for Hydro Weekly softball, Ryan Caney, is moving into his fourth year as the leader of the program and tells us about this year's squad.
With this group, we graduated 8 girls that had played the majority of the games the last 2 or 3 years. So this group is going to be, even though we have some juniors, they don't have a ton of experience. So this year is really just going to be throughout the whole year, a learning year. We're going to have to continue to play, continue to practice, continue to get better, and continue to learn. Like I said, there's a lot that they don't have a ton of experience, and it's kind of their first time getting real playing time and being dependent upon to get jobs done and playing a bigger role. So it's definitely going to be a learning season for us.
He also spoke on the upperclassmen.
Well, I only have 2 seniors, which is Lexi Smith and Allie Rodriguez. Allie's going to play a big part. She's going to hit in the middle of the order, play second, and also pitch for us some. And then our juniors are returning starter Tabor Smith. She'll be our shortstop. And then Marley Wheeler, who played outfield for us last year. And then we got 2 more juniors that will kind of be starting for the first time. Harper Murray will do a lot of catching for us, and Ashton Villegas, she'll play first and maybe some outfield. She kind of just plays where we need her.
Hydro Weekly softball begins Friday with the trip to Sealing. Last Wednesday, the Oklahoma Coaches Association held their boys basketball all-state games. The SWOSU men's basketball team had 3 commits representing their high school and the Bulldogs across the 2 games. In the small school game, Nash Harmon from Surreal finished with 17 points and was named the MVP for the West. He tells us what led him to sign with SWOSU.
I had a connection with Craig that plays over there. I talked to him a little bit, and then Coach Library reached out, and I really like Coach Library.
In the large school game, future Bulldogs were Weatherford's Jackson Smith and Evan Goodwin from Jinx. Smith on what his summer has looked like in preparation for his freshman year.
For D2, we're not allowed to do anything with the coaches or with the whole team for the summer, so it's kind of just been me and a few other guys. We've just been getting in the gym, getting in the weight room, trying to put on a little bit of extra muscle, improve my overall skill, I guess.
Goodwin on why he chose SWOSU.
Honestly, it felt like home. I love the coaches, the players. They all welcomed me with open arms. It was all fantastic. I love it all.
The West won the large school all-state game 88-62. Bringing you state sports is Dave Lanning.
Oklahoma City's Devon Park, truly the home of USA softball this weekend, and stands last night for the red, white, and blue as the U.S. women's national team and the U.S. women's elite team faced off for a shot at the championship game of the Softball International Cup. The WNT came away with a 6-2 victory against the elite team, securing their spot in tonight's gold medal game against Japan. The elite team will play Canada at 3 o'clock this afternoon. Dave Lanning on the Radio Oklahoma Ag Network.
The MLB trade deadline is today. Getting you up to speed is Greg Thompson.
The big domino fell late Saturday night, with the Detroit Tigers sending arguably the best pitcher in baseball, Tarik Skubal, to the Los Angeles Dodgers. That leaves the Chicago Cubs, Milwaukee Brewers, and Atlanta Braves among the list of contenders that are still looking for starting pitching, with plenty of options still out there. As for bullpen arms, it does look like the San Diego Padres want to keep closer Mason Miller. And while a bunch of relievers will almost definitely get dealt, the other biggest moves will probably involve hitters. Reports are that the Baltimore Orioles could be willing to trade all-star catcher Adley Rutschman, while the San Francisco Giants are just about guaranteed to move 3-time batting champion Luis Arraez. Greg Thompson, Fox News.
And that's sports for your Monday morning. It's a presentation of the Chuck Edwards Sportscaster Club.
Catch the Western Oklahoma Sports Podcast on Spotify, YouTube Music, Apple Podcasts, or Right.Media.